Hello students, today we are going to discuss a very important topic. This is from your paper 203 unit 3. Okay, this is the second topic. The name of the topic is models of curriculum development. Before going to focus on this particular topic, models of curriculum development, we need to understand its types. Okay, there are specifically two types of models of curriculum development. These are accordingly product model and process model. So these two types of models we are going to discuss in this video today. So before going to start the video, it is a humble request to each and every student to be very attentive. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start the video. Initially, we must understand what product model is. Okay, so to cater this point, this model, we have certain points. Just have a look. What are the points? Number one, it is result oriented. That means the people behind the production of a curriculum, okay, or the planning of a curriculum or development of curriculum, they specifically focus on the result. Okay, that is why it is result oriented. This is not learner centered at all. It is teacher centered. Getting the point? The objectives are given much more importance here. That means the teachers, they play a prominent role in this model. Okay, because teachers, they help the learners to gain knowledge, but here no matter the learners are able to follow it or not, but most of the time what happened, the model is specifically focusing only on the result. Okay, it does not focus on what the way or the process. Getting the point? So from that particular point, we can say it is result oriented. What is the second point? Grades are the prime objectives. So here we can say grades are given more importance rather than the knowledge. Getting the point? And I have already mentioned that this type of product model is teacher centered. Okay, teacher plays a prominent role. Only the teachers can lead the learners. Getting the point? And here theoretical aspects are focused rather than the practicality. Okay, theoretical aspects are given much more importance, and students rote learning is given importance here. And that is why as I have already mentioned that this type of product model is result oriented. So from that point of view, we can say it is also known as what? Objective model. Okay, and here focus is specifically on output. Okay, focus is not specifically on the input, but it is on the output. That is why I have already mentioned all these things, that this is called result oriented or objective oriented model. Okay, and lastly we can say it is a model that gives much more importance on summative assessment. Okay, that means this is not a continuous comprehensive evaluation sort of model. Okay, it gives much more importance on the result. That's why the summative assessment is given much more importance rather than the formative. Okay, and lastly we can say the people like Tyler, Wheeler, Kerr, okay, their models are specifically based on product model. Okay, so these are all about the product model of what? Curriculum development. So I hope you understood. Now we can proceed to the next slide. So in this slide we are going to discuss the second type of model of curriculum development. Okay, so here what is the first point? Focuses on how learning develops over a period. That means here process model specifically gives much more importance on the process of developing the learning experience. Getting the point? It does not give much more importance on the result, on the objective, rather than how the learners learn. Okay, the process, all these things are given much more importance, and that is why it is said that this sort of process model is known as learner centered model. Okay, but in a product model it is what, teacher centered, but here we can say it is learner centered, and it is a plus point. And as it is a learner centered model, learners experiences are given much more importance, learners needs are given much more importance. So from that point of view we can say learners active participation is possible here. Okay, and as learners active participation is possible, that's why we can say it gives much more importance on the construction of knowledge. Okay, why they give much more importance on construction of knowledge? Because focus is on input. Okay, the focus is specifically on the input rather than output. That is why construction of knowledge is specific here. And this sort of process model is more practical rather than theoretical. Product model is theoretical because teachers, they all the time try to make the students or the learners give some theoretical things to remember. That is why that product model is based on rote learning. But here in process model we can say it is more practical rather than theoretical. The practical aspects are given much more importance. And in product model we have already mentioned that only summative assessment is given much more importance, but here in process model formative as well as summative, okay, these two sorts of assessment are given much more importance, and it is based on the system of continuous comprehensive evaluation. And lastly we have a particular point, what is the origin of process model? The origin of process model is a book. Okay, what is the name of the book? It is written in the year of 1975, an introduction to curriculum research and development. This particular book was written by Lawrence Stenhouse. Okay, so this is the origin of this sort of process model. So here overall we can say in comparison to product model, process model is an ideal one. Getting the point? So we have to give much more importance on the learner. We should not give much more importance on the objective. Getting the point? Rather than giving much more importance on the objective, we should give much more importance on the process. That means how the learners learn. Okay, in this way and it becomes effective. If we give much importance on the teacher's role, but we do not give much importance on the learners or the students role, getting the point, then it will never be an effective model. That is why from that particular point of view we can say process model is it is very good. Okay, it is better than the product model. Why? Because process model gives importance not on the teacher's role, but it gives importance on learners learning. Getting the point? So this is a better model rather than the product one. Getting the point? So this is all about today. I hope you understood. So in my next video we will be discussing different models of curriculum development. I hope you understood. If you have any queries you can ask me. Okay, so stay safe. Thank you.